Hey there guys. So the last time in the anime we saw that Riko came over to meet Hideyoshi, but found his big brother had hired a super gorgeous maid. On top of that, Yuki revealed she used to be an assassin, and Hideyoshi thought things could get messed up now. But on the contrary, Riko started to admire Yuki even more, as she's a killer beauty. She even got the idea to make an assignment on Yuki for the school project and started spending time with her. Together, they went to the summer festival to enjoy their time like normal guys. And while talking, Riko completed her assignment and thought of bragging about it to her friends. Yuki became curious about this whole school thing. And Riko and Hideyoshi both told her that school is a great place to make friends and learn something new. Yuki had desired to become a normal girl. That is why she enrolled in the school with Hideyoshi's family name and gets into the same class as him. That came as a shocker. Plus, she said she's Hideyoshi's cousins yet greeted him as a servant in the class. One heck of a day it was, and Riko came to pick them up. Hideyoshi instantly knew she's the culprit behind this huge blast. Well, Riko taught Yuki almost everything, and she learned it in just 3 days. But Hideyoshi wanted to know how she ended up in the same class as him, and the cousins thing, and a last name thing too. So Yuki enrolled with using some connections she had, and the cousin ideas were obviously from Riko to make it easier for her. As for in the same class, she thought it would be convenient to serve Hideyoshi if she was in the same class. And the whole thing was kept secret because Riko wanted to be. Hideyoshi was startled, but he let go of the matter to enjoy their school life together. Then the next day, as soon as the lunch bell rang, the hungry horde ran out to buy katsuta bread. That got our little Yuki's attention, and Hideyoshi tells her that it's a rarity, which gets her even more excited. But they'll be late to buy it, so there's another option to pick as well for lunch. Yet, the katsuta bread just happened to stand out because it's wrapped with noodles. But their class is too far away from the school store, but Yuki had decided to get it anyhow, because that's what she's been taught, to get anything they want anyhow. So she goes out like Batman and points out her distance. With that figure out, Yuki started to make a move with the expression of a food-obsessed girl who will do anything for her dream food. Yuki is driven by that, and Hideyoshi saw the first horde downstairs. It was the first horde of katsuta-obsessed morons who would do anything to get it. But if Yuki comes down from the air, it might cause an uproar for sure, but it was already too late as Yuki took the leap of faith and quickly arrived at the school store with her agility. She bought the katsuta bread, but sadly, it was sold 1 piece per person. So she bought another bread and Hideyoshi happily took and gave the whole katsuta bread to Yuki, since it was her first time eating it. Yuki was content with having it, so she shared a bit of it with Hideyoshi. She wanted to feed him by hand, and despite being embarrassed, Hideyoshi ate it. That made him boil up from the inside, and later on, Riko decided to stay overnight so that she could sleep with Yuki. She's jealous that Hideyoshi could sleep every day with her. But girl was making some double-meaning joke. Anyways, she wants to have all girly talk, and always dreamt of having a big sis. She sometimes even dreamt of Hideyoshi as a big sis. But that got her the idea that if Hideyoshi marries Yuki, she will become her sister. But she imagined the wrong princess Carrie. Anyway, Riko thinks Yuki likes Hideyoshi, but Hideyoshi doesn't agree. He thinks Yuki isn't interested in romance, but she is, and Riko knew their mother would approve for marriage, but their father wouldn't. And in that marriage talk the future bride came in. So Riko asked her directly if she liked Hideyoshi, and she answered that she deeply admires him. Hideyoshi passed out, and then they sat down to eat something. Riko noticed Yuki never applies makeup, yet she looks gorgeous, which is a dream for every girl in the world. But Yuki had never felt her looks had given benefits to her work. So Riko said she's not as cute as her, but she wants to buy makeup to become one. Yuki thinks Riko's good just the way she is, and it makes Riko super happy. But there Yuki recalls eating anicapped sauce had made her skin glow up. That was something, and their Hideyoshi quietly kept observing them as they were getting along so well. Part of Yuki that got adapted to the daily life is surely because of Riko. And there Riko again brings up the marriage talk, but Yuki fails to understand that. So Riko told her about the marriage age, and said she wants Yuki in her family. Riko shuts Hideyoshi up, as she knew the guy secretly does think Yuki would become a great bride. But after that, boring school lecture kept going on, and Hideyoshi was sleepy as Riko stayed over for a week. He hadn't gotten enough sleep, so the teacher threw a chalk, and it got cut in half by Yuki. But that hits the eyeballs of the guy. So Hideyoshi steps out to go to have a checkup at nurse's office. But there the usual nurse was changed. Nidu temporarily took over, so Hideyoshi asked her to look at his eyes because it was poked with chalks. So she started to examine it, and along with it asked him about Yuki. She got amused when she heard Yuki is his cousin, and then she started to like Hideyoshi's look. Then, after the checkup, she locked the door and came in to eat Hideyoshi up. Bro lays down as his natural instinct kicks in, so Nidu took the charge to make her move. But before the forbidden happened, Yuki came in by breaking the lock. Bro ran over crying, as if something happened. So Nidu makes up she was just scaring him, as Hideyoshi looked like a hamster. But even then she kept pestering Hideyoshi with her words, and Yuki pulls Hideyoshi closer to her, and asked Nidu to stay away from him. It may seem Riko was right, that Yuki does like Hideyoshi. So Nidu calms down, and the two goes away. Then Yuki apologized to Hideyoshi for pulling him back, and thought of saying something. So Hideyoshi mistook it for a love confession. But instead, she warned Hideyoshi that Nidu is also an assassin, and Nidu intends to disrupt Yuki's peaceful life. But that's where our episode 4 ends. Yet stay tuned to watch more of its episode on my channel, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Till then, take care.